Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to C. Mindy Vlog. This is probably going to be one of my very first videos on this channel. So if you are coming over here from my primary channel, welcome. If you have stumbled upon this video without even knowing who I am, then welcome as well. I have a primary channel called C. Mindy Mom, which I started almost 3 years ago. And I am very excited and blessed that it has grown into something I never could have imagined it would be. But I have discovered sort of what my niche is over there. And while I enjoy vlogging, those are videos that aren't really, like performing super well over on my channel. But I enjoy it and I don't want to stop it. So I thought, why don't I just start a secondary channel and I can just throw up, a couple of vlogs once or twice a week. So people who want to watch these kinds of videos can come and see them. And even though those videos don't get super awesome views over on my other channel, they do get really awesome engagement. So I know that people who watch them like to see them. So thank you so much for finding me over here in my new little corner. Everything's gonna be pretty casual and off the cuff. This is gonna be sort of like, almost like a palate cleanser. Like, I love what's going on my channel, but it's more of, I'm treating it more like a business. It's taking longer to plan videos, to film videos, to edit videos. Vlogs for me are much more casual. I don't do as much editing. It's just come along with me in my day, see what's going on in my crazy, hectic, busy mom life. Maybe there are some ideas here, or maybe we can just keep each other company. So I just dropped the kids off at school and I'm out for a walk now, and I've got to go home and get ready for work because I still am on staff at our church, and we'll talk more about that here in a bit.
life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. Say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
Okay, so a little change in plan and change in wardrobe. I had planned to go into the church and work for a little bit. I am still technically on staff there as the children's music director. I informed them a few months ago that I would like to step out of that position for lots of different reasons. And I'm sad about that because I've never not taught music somewhere or directed music somewhere in my adult life. So for the past 15, 16, 17 years, I have been teaching somewhere. But I just feel like that job is going to need more attention than I can give it over the coming months and years. And my YouTube channel has grown. My kids have gotten busier. I mean, we have, a lot of time and attention that needs to be paid to our family life and around the house. And a lot of people I know will say, well, gosh, between your YouTube channel and your church job and sometimes substitute teaching, like it seems like you're working a full-time job anyway, maybe why not just pick up a teaching job? And that doesn't have the same flexibility as the situation that I'm in now. So right now, when a kid needs an emergency root canal or an emergency appendectomy, or somebody has to come fix the garage door, or like today when somebody's out working on the sprinklers, like I can be home. That would not have been the case when I was working full-time as a teacher. So I realize I'm very blessed to be in that position, but that's, one of the reasons why those things take priority right now over maintaining like a part-time or full-time 9 to 5 type job. So I do intend to step out of that role, and I'm sad about it, but I also know that it's the right thing for everybody and for the church too, because they'll be able to hire somebody who can give it their attention. But I had planned to go in for a little bit today because I had a meeting, and then that meeting canceled. And since I've got to go in for rehearsal later tonight anyway, I just decided I would go in and do some of my office work later this week. So instead, I'm going to film, and here's that flexibility that I'm talking about. I had planned to work at the church today and film tomorrow, but now I've got to take Ruthie for another dental visit tomorrow. So I plan to film today and hopefully go into the church tomorrow or Friday. We'll just see. This is my life. It is like fly by the seat of my pants. So thank goodness we can have some flexibility. I just finished filming this Aldi versus Winco house brand price comparison video, and I'm always a little nervous. Like, I did my math kind of fast, so I hope that I was accurate. If I wasn't, I'm sure I was only a few pennies off in like totals and things like that, but you can look for this Aldi versus Winco video on my other channel, See Mindy Mom. Once it goes up, I'll try to put a link in here so that you guys can go find it if you're interested. I keep changing clothes on you guys. I'm in like my third outfit of the day. After I finished filming, I was working some on my computer and I was like, man, I'm just really cold. I've been cold all day. So I decided I would change into just like a casual like jeans and a t-shirt so I could put tennis shoes on my feet, because I was wearing like my slip-ons, like my teaks without socks, and my feet were cold. And I could also wear a jacket. So I am now sitting down to eat. This is actually my first meal of the day. And this is actually part of a dinners video that I'm filming, but I had to make it early because I'm gonna be out of the house at dinner time. So I went ahead and prepped all of the ingredients for this meal so that my family can have it later, and I'm having mine for lunch. It is the season of Lent right now, and if you do not know what that is, it is the 40 days, not counting Sundays, before Easter. And it is a time of repentance, prayer, and fasting for people who observe Lent. And we aren't required to fast in the Methodist Church, but it is encouraged. And there's all different kinds of fasting. There's fasting from like a specific thing, like coffee or candy, or even non-food items like social media. Fasting from social media is kind of a popular one. And then there's like the traditional fasting where you don't partake of food for a certain amount of time. So I have been trying to do 1 or 2 24-hour fasts during Lent, and I am in good health. I see my doctor regularly, so it is okay for me to do this. I'm not, necessarily recommending this for anybody. I'm just sharing with you why I'm only eating 1 meal today. Typically, I would try to fast from dinner to dinner the next day, like from dinner one night to dinner the next night. But because of my schedule today, I'm gonna be out of the house almost all of the evening, and I know I'll just be tired when I get home and when I go to bed, and I don't wanna be eating dinner at like 9 o'clock. So instead, I've decided to just eat like a late lunch, and then I will not eat until lunch tomorrow. So that will be my fast for today. So I'm gonna eat this. It's like kind of a chicken burrito bowl with rice and beans and salsa and stuff. You'll see that in my video, how I prepped that. And I have one of these lovely Topo Chicos. I got these in my Winco haul, and they're so refreshing. I just love these. They were a treat. They're a little bit pricey, but I just love them. And I'll probably have some fruit and some yogurt. So that's the deal right now. I just got back from getting the kids from school, and I'm kind of tired, and I think I'm gonna have a power nap. We have about 20 minutes before we've got to walk out the door again. And I don't remember who told me this years ago, but I have been told, or I read somewhere, that like putting your feet up, like elevating your feet, when you take it like a little like 20-minute power nap or 10-minute power nap, that it'll make it feel like it was longer, like it's good for your body. Maybe because the blood is coming back to your brain or something. I don't remember, but I'm just going to set my timer for 20 minutes. I'm going to put my feet up and just close my eyes, and hopefully that will power me through the rest of my day. Just dropped McKenna off at gymnastics, and I'm here with the buddy, and he is going to a swim lesson. I'm taking him to swim here, and we always have about like 10 or 15 minutes to kill before we really need to get over to the swim school. So what's our little like Wednesday tradition, Brick? Where are we?
Sonic.
We're at Sonic. And what did you get? A cherry limeade, and I got a Diet Dr. Pepper with vanilla. So that's how we kill some time between the gymnastics gym and the swim school. All right, I just arrived at work, and I have a few minutes. We have rehearsal, and I am actually leading a sectional for about 30 to 45 minutes before we go into the big rehearsal. We're kind of under a little bit of pressure right now because we're heading into Holy Week. It is Palm Sunday this Sunday, and then we have a concert on Good Friday, and then we have Easter Sunday. But we lost 2 weeks of rehearsal about 3 or 4 weeks ago because we had really bad weather and everything was canceled and shut down. We had like ice and snow and sub-freezing temperatures and stuff. You might remember that if you live in this part of the country, because it was like a wide swath of the country that storm hit. And anyway, we're just kind of trying to play catch up. And our church is meeting, and one of the reasons that we have been able to do that is because we have a very large facility. We were shut down for 3 months about this time last year, then for about 3 months, and we've been just very gradually starting back. You know, we've been adding things back in, but very gradually, and every single time that they start something up again, they have lots of conversations about how to do so safely, and they have different protocols in place. But for instance, when we held our first worship service after the shutdown in June, when we opened back up, our sanctuary seats well over 2,000, and we probably had less than 200 people there. So we're fortunate in that we have such a large facility that we can space out not just our congregation, but also with the choir and the orchestra. Whenever we brought them back, we were alternating weeks so that the choir came 1 week and then the orchestra would do another week. And there's seating for over 100 people in the choir loft. And when we only have like 24 that are coming, we can obviously space out. And they had these special masks made for us. So this is a singer's mask, so it has more space in it. So it sticks out away from the mouth and it's easier to like catch a breath, because the problem with the regular masks is when I try to breathe in, I'm like sucking in the mask. So they had these made for the choir, and we've been wearing these. The orchestra also wears masks when they are not playing, and the strings and the percussion players wear them all the time. They've had us spaced out a lot, and just very gradually over the course of the last 9 months or so, they have slowly like added stuff back in. So it's been very difficult. It's not been without its difficulties. It has not been without a lot of work trying to figure out how to continue to be in ministry, not just with worship services and stuff, but be helpful to the community at this time. They've done a ton of food distribution, and also our church became a vaccine distribution place. So that's actually something that I'm very proud of, that we were able to become a place where people could come and get their vaccines, and we could help staff that, and we could help sign people up, especially people who weren't able to get signed up, maybe because they don't have internet or they have mobility issues. Like, we were able to really help those people, especially in that first tier, who were having trouble getting their vaccine. So anyway, that's the situation at the church. I'm going to go in and help with rehearsal, and then we have a larger rehearsal, and then hopefully my day will be coming to a close. It's a busy one. Whew. All right, it is almost 9 o'clock. I am leaving rehearsal. It was a good rehearsal, but I got to ask you guys a question. So they changed the Easter plan on us. Well, just the closing song for Easter is going to be like as an arrangement they're making of the hymn Lord of the Dance. And my music director, I think he told me he was not familiar with that hymn. Is that like a Methodist thing? I mean, he came from a Methodist church, but I think he maybe grew up in like a Baptist background. And he was like, I mean, it's to the tune of Simple Gifts, but Lord of the Dance. Leave me a comment. Is that like something that only we sing? Dance then, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. Like, is that just us that knows that? Because I grew up singing that like multiple times a year. It is bedtime, you guys, and I am tired. So thank you so much for spending the day with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through